Have you ever looked at your dog and wondered, are you really happy? We love our dogs like family, but sometimes they can't tell us when something feels wrong. They can't say, hey, I'm stressed, or I'm sad. Instead, they show it through little signs, and most dog owners completely miss them. Today, we're uncovering 12 hidden signs your dog might be unhappy, so you can understand what they've been trying to tell you all along. Let's start with something most people mistake for laziness, when your dog suddenly loses interest in things they once loved. Maybe they used to run to the door for walks or get excited for fetch, but now they just stay on the couch, staring off. That's not just being tired. It can mean your dog feels bored, lonely, or even depressed. Just like us, dogs lose motivation when they're emotionally down. If you see this, it's your cue to bring back some joy. Maybe new toys, new routes for walks, or more time together. Another big sign, your dog starts avoiding eye contact. Happy dogs often look at you with soft eyes, relaxed and trusting. But when they feel unhappy or stressed, they might turn their head away or even lower their gaze. They're not being disobedient. They're uncomfortable. It's their way of saying something doesn't feel right. This can happen after a big change in their life, like moving homes, losing a companion, or even sensing tension in the house. Sign number 3, changes in sleeping habits. Dogs sleep a lot, we know that. But if your dog starts sleeping way more than usual, it might be a sign of emotional withdrawal. They're not just resting, they're escaping. On the other hand, if your dog can't settle down, pacing around or waking up during the night, it could be anxiety. Think of it as their version of tossing and turning when you can't sleep because something's bothering you. Now, here's a subtle one. Your dog doesn't wag their tail like before. A wagging tail is often a symbol of happiness, right? But if that tail is tucked behind their legs or just hanging low, it's a sign of fear or sadness. Some dogs even stop wagging altogether. It's heartbreaking when a usually happy tail goes still, but it's a clear way your dog is saying, I'm not okay. Next, your dog becomes more vocal or completely quiet. Every dog has their own voice, and when that changes, it's worth paying attention. Some dogs whine more when they're anxious, almost like they're trying to get your attention. Others, especially those who are usually playful barkers, go silent when unhappy. It's the same as when someone stops talking because they feel low inside. So if your dog's communication suddenly changes, listen closely. They're trying to speak to you in their own way. Another powerful sign, your dog starts chewing, scratching, or licking themselves too much. At first, you might think it's allergies or just boredom, but emotional distress often comes out physically. Dogs self-soothe the same way people bite their nails when nervous. If your dog keeps licking their paws or scratching a spot over and over, it might be their way of coping with stress or unhappiness. Then there's loss of appetite. If your dog used to run to their bowl the moment they heard kibble hit it, but now barely touches food, it's not just pickiness. Dogs stop eating when they're anxious, lonely, or sad. This can happen after a major change, like a new baby in the house, a move, or a family member leaving. Food is one of the biggest indicators of emotional health in dogs, so take it seriously when their eating habits change. Sign number 8, they hide or want to be alone. Some dogs are naturally independent, but if your usually social pup starts staying under the bed or in another room, something's wrong. Dogs isolate themselves when they feel scared or emotionally drained. They might even avoid being petted or touched. And that hurts because all you want to do is comfort them. The best way to handle it is to give them gentle space and reassurance rather than forcing interaction. Let's talk about aggressive or irritable behavior. If your dog suddenly growls, snaps, or gets defensive, especially when they never used to, it's often not about dominance. It's frustration or fear. Maybe they're in pain. Maybe they feel overwhelmed. Unhappiness can build up until it bursts out this way. Before assuming bad behavior, always look for the root emotion. What's changed in their world? Another clue, your dog stops responding to you. You call their name, and they just stare. They used to follow commands, but now it's like they're not even interested. That's emotional disconnection. When dogs feel down, their energy and focus fade, just like when we're sad and can't concentrate. It's not defiance, It's emotional fatigue. A little extra affection and positive reinforcement can help pull them back. Here's one many people overlook. Your dog's body language looks tight. Their ears back, tail low, shoulders hunched, eyes darting around. All these small details mean stress or sadness. A happy dog looks loose and wiggly, but a tense dog feels trapped inside their emotions. Watch for this especially in new environments or around strangers. Finally, they stop playing. Playtime is how dogs express joy and release stress. If your dog doesn't chase toys, play tug of war, or run with you anymore, it's a strong sign something's off emotionally. It's like when someone stops laughing at their favorite show. That spark is gone. Rebuilding it takes time, but your attention, love, and patience can bring it back. So, what should you do if you recognize these signs? Start with love. Dogs thrive on emotional connection. Spend more one-on-one time. Keep their routine stable. Talk to them softly and give them safe spaces to relax. And if nothing changes, it's always wise to visit a vet, because sometimes emotional pain comes from physical discomfort. Remember, your dog can't tell you what's wrong, but they're always communicating. Every glance, every sigh, every tail movement means something. When you learn to listen, you build a bond deeper than words, one made of trust, empathy, and unconditional love. If you learned something new today, show your pup some extra love. And don't forget to like this video, share it with other dog parents, and subscribe for more tips that help you understand your dog's heart, not just their behavior. Because every dog deserves to be seen, heard, and truly happy.